Buckle up, because we're counting down the best budget handheld gaming consoles and chasing big smiles on small screens. Today, I'm going to be going over the best budget handheld gaming console that you can get right now. All of the products mentioned are linked in the description, so check them out if you're interested in any of them. With that, let's begin. At number 5, we have the R36MAX R36MAX. This compact yet capable handheld is designed for budget-conscious gamers who still demand a solid screen, dependable controls, and a surprisingly broad potential game library. The chassis is slim and light, built to slip into a pocket or small bag without fuss. Yet it feels sturdy in hand thanks to a thoughtfully designed grip and balanced weight distribution. The display is a 720 by 720 square panel that delivers crisp enough color and brightness for indoor use, with wide viewing angles that stay readable under different lighting. Controls include a traditional D pad and 4 face buttons supported by 2 compact analog sticks, which makes it comfortable for long play sessions, whether you're revisiting retro classics or jumping into indie titles that crave precise input. Power management is a highlight of budget hardware, and this model emphasizes efficiency. A modest battery by modern standards still provides a healthy stretch of playtime on a single charge, while fast USB-C charging helps you return to the action quickly after quick breaks. Internal storage is generous enough for a budget device, with 32 gigabytes of built-in space, plus a microSD expansion slot that can accommodate larger game libraries up to 256 gigabytes or more when you need it. This flexibility means you can carry a dozen or more retro packs or indie compilations without constantly juggling cartridges. Software-wise, the R36MAX R36MAX is tuned to be easy to use right out of the box, with a simple launcher that groups games by system and a straightforward filter for names, genres, or favorites. If you enjoy retro classics, you'll appreciate how this unit handles 8-bit and 16-bit era games with clean input timing and minimal loading stutter, while even modern indie hits that don't rely on heavy 3D can feel surprisingly smooth, thanks to the device's ability to keep frame rates steady in sustained play. It balances price and performance without sacrificing the little details that make handheld gaming enjoyable, from comfortable shoulder button placement to a reliable start/select setup that mirrors traditional consoles. The design language communicates that this is a device built for road trips, commutes, or coffee shop sessions, not just a showroom sample, and that mindset shows in thoughtful touches like a sturdy lid for the microSD tray and a headphone jack positioned for quick access. Paired to the R40, which I have included as number 4 on this list, the R36MAX R36MAX trades a touch more raw power for a lighter overall package. And in daily use, you'll notice how the lighter weight reduces fatigue during longer sessions, even if the screen resolution and color depth aren't the same. A trade-off makes the R36MAX ideal for travelers or students who value portability and a big enough library over the highest-end visuals, while still delivering a satisfying gaming rhythm that keeps you hooked for hours on end. At number 4, we have the R40. This model sits at a slightly larger footprint with a focus on versatility and a stronger sense of value in a mid-range segment. The display remains clear and usable, with a bold, sharp image that makes games feel lively, and the 4-inch diagonal size hits a sweet spot between portability and readability for extended sessions. The R40 emphasizes a robust control scheme, featuring responsive tactile feedback from its D-pad and buttons and dependable analog sticks that allow for more fluid movement in platformers, racers, and action titles. On the hardware side, you get improved battery efficiency relative to cheaper devices, enabling longer play times between charges, a benefit that translates into longer weekend marathons without hunting for a charger every few hours. The device includes a practical internal storage amount complemented by microSD expansion, so you can preload a mix of retro emulations and modern indie releases without constantly removing files. In terms of software experience, the R40 offers a friendly, accessible interface with curated game collections and quick launch options, helping you jump into favorites with minimal setup. Its construction emphasizes durability and grip, with a compact footprint that still feels comfortable in the hand, and a port layout that makes it easy to reach the charging port and headphone jack during a session. The result is a well-rounded handheld that leans into reliability and ease of use, without the premium price tag associated with high-end models. Compared to the Generic Handheld Gaming Console, which I have included as number 3 on this list, the R40 prioritizes a more compact design and a slightly more generous screen-to-body ratio, which can make it feel more immersive in certain game genres, while the generic option often wins on comfort and universal compatibility thanks to its broader game suite reach, giving you a different type of flexibility depending on your preferred catalog. At number 3, we have the Generic Handheld Gaming Console. Sentry acts as a reliable baseline in the budget category, offering a straightforward experience that emphasizes practical play over flashy features. The design focuses on ease of use, with a familiar button layout, comfortable grip, and a screen that remains readable in typical indoor lighting. You'll appreciate the balance between performance and price here, since the hardware is tuned to handle a wide variety of titles, from simple puzzle games to retro platformers and more demanding indie releases, without requiring a large battery or a heavy chassis. Construction is sturdy enough for daily carry, and the weight distribution helps prevent hand fatigue during longer sessions. Storage options are flexible, with built-in storage plus microSD expansion, allowing you to preload an assortment of games across multiple systems. Software-wise, the Generic Handheld Gaming Console prioritizes intuitive navigation and a smooth loading experience, so you can hop from title to title without feeling bogged down by the interface. This model shines when you want to maximize your library without spending aggressively or sacrificing a comfortable grip. Its speakers produce clear audio, and the headphone jack location is convenient for private play in quiet spaces. The device also supports a broad range of USB-C accessories and peripherals, expanding its usability beyond plain gaming into simple media playback or light emulation setups. Compared to the gaming console G350, which I have included as number 2 on this list, the Generic Handheld Gaming Console emphasizes a wider compatibility and a friendlier starter experience, while the G350 leans into pre-installed emulation and a more feature-dense software package that can feel more polished for veterans who already know what they want from a handheld emulator collection. At number 2, we have the gaming console G350. This unit leans into the idea of a ready-to-run emulation machine, arriving with an assortment of pre-installed emulators and a library that aims to satisfy both retro enthusiasts and curious new players. Hardware balance here is tuned for smooth play across a range of classic systems, with sufficient processing power to handle older titles without introducing excessive input latency or screen tearing. You'll find a broad assortment of built-in titles and curated packs that span several generations, offering a quick trip down memory lane without requiring a separate buy-in for each classic platform. On-the-go usage, the G350 offers a compact form factor and a dependable battery life, enabling several long sessions during commutes or travel days. Storage is generous enough for dozens of games out of the box, and the microSD expansion ensures you can continuously grow your collection as you discover new favorites. Activity options are convenient for pairing wireless controllers and accessories, which is useful for friends who want to join in a micro-multiplayer session, or for those who prefer a bigger screen feel when playing with a partner. System's ergonomics are well thought out, with easy-to-reach triggers and a sturdy grip that makes those marathon sessions feel more natural. Compared to the handheld gaming console RG40XXH, which I have included as number 1 on this list, the G350 emphasizes pre-installed depth of emulation and a turnkey game library, while the RG40XXH leans into Bluetooth connectivity and expandability as its core strength, making each device appealing to different types of players, depending on whether you value immediacy or future-proof features. At number 1, we have the handheld gaming console RG40XXH. This top-ranked device blends portability, expandability, and modern connectivity into a compact package designed for players who want the most flexible experience in a budget class. RG40XXH prioritizes wireless versatility, supporting Bluetooth for accessories, wireless controllers, and even feature-rich file transfers that keep your library within easy reach. Its design emphasizes a slim, comfortable profile suitable for long sessions, with a layout that makes the most of every button and stick for precise control in action platforms or puzzle adventures alike. Display, while not the largest in the segment, is tuned for legibility and color balance, with viewing angles that stay practical in a variety of lighting conditions. Storage is highly adaptable. Sizable internal slot paired with robust microSD expansion means you can load dozens or even hundreds of classic titles and modern indie gems without worrying about space. System software and firmware choices provide both reliability and flexibility, including straightforward updates and a launcher that can accommodate new emulation cores as they become available. Battery life is solid enough to support marathon sessions, and the device charges quickly via USB-C, so you aren't left waiting during breaks in play. Its rugged construction and thoughtful button placement ensure you can enjoy extended play sessions without compromising comfort or accuracy. Paired to the R36MAX R36MAX, which I have included as number 5 on this list, the RG40XXH prioritizes connectivity and expandability, while the R36MAX balances portability with straightforward performance, offering a more all-round, out-of-the-box library approach that favors simplicity over a broader feature set.